Been a long time since you were sent home. Sent home. It sounds like some nice sterile way to say blown the fuck up, doesn't it? Kind of like post-blast analysis or a house visit. What do we call that? Knock and talk. Yeah, right. Now we roll out with 5 Humvees, barge into somebody's house, flipping shit over, looking for an extra AK or a magazine, effectively scaring the shit out of their little kids and ruining the few possessions they have, and they want us to call it knock and talk. Right. Fuck. Why the fuck did it have to be you? You're the only one I care about out here. Now, I'd give anything just to talk to you again over a cup of coffee, hell, even to smell you. Anything but this feeling of desperation. You know, I don't know if I told you, but sometimes at night I used to wake up, I'd look up over my pack to see you sleeping there. You had your eyes closed, face up to the sky, and you weren't worried about falling mortars or shrapnel. And then I could go back to sleep a little easier. Because everything was going to be okay if you were here. Hell, I still do that sometimes. I wake up at night and I look around, but it's like I'm looking for something that I can't find. Like something that I've lost, but I don't know what, so I go back to sleep. And I don't remember what I'm looking for until the morning, and by then it's too late for remembering. The sun's up and I can't pretend that you're nearby anymore. And that's all I got. Just a memory of a time when I wasn't so alone and unafraid. Oh, the other day we got word from higher-ups. We can't call them ma'ams anymore. Apparently, military-aged male wasn't sensitive enough for the times. Whatever. Anyway, word passed on through the platoon, and people were pissed. Same old shit, new acronym for it. Later that week, I went and took a shit on the shitter. It's just a wooden box with 4 holes cut into it where you sit and you drop your load into a smoldering 55-gallon drum. We call it the 4-seater. Because it's just you and 3 of your best buddies with your pants down around your ankles. No dividers or anything. You just try not to rub elbows when you go to wipe your ass. Anyway, some Marine had come and started some head graffiti, and no one came and threw in his 2 cents. Alternatives to ma'am. Terrorist handling Euphrates misfits. Them. That was one of them. Ugly or evil sons of bitches, U/E SOBs. Dudes for Allah, doofa. Desperately in need of killing. Dink. Future resident of Abu Ghraib, frag. Jihadist ash clown, Jack. Camel riding savages, cars. Anyway, there I am, flies buzzing around my nuts, dropping my load off on the 4-seater, laughing my ass off, while at the same time, I'm gagging on the smell of smoldering shit recently burned by diesel fuel. Oh, yeah. Or you rummage around looking for the new angle on the Abu Ghraib story, one that nobody's ever heard yet. Shit, you're all the same. You just don't know it. Or you come out with me for just one day, you'll hear all the scandalous news that's fit to print in the casual conversation of my Marines. Talking about how many scalps are going to collect in Fallujah, or how good it's going to feel to fucking blow up some Haji's head and trample on his blood and guts. See, cultural sensitivity to us just means coming up with the most creative way of desecrating whatever's holiest to them. Like bacon blindfolds for prisoners, or dipping bullets in pig's blood before we shoot them. At first you think it was a joke, just some black comedy that these grunts throw around. And then you start analyzing. You start wondering what went wrong in this young man's upbringing to make him think such terrible thoughts. And then you'd write it down, declaring to all the world the brutal savagery Americans endorse when they support the troops. Well, fuck you. You don't know the real story. You don't know the half of it. But who am I to tell you, right? I'm just a grunt. What do I know about anything other than football and pussy and guns, right? Huh. You can go with me. You'll get your story. And you can get back on your charter flight, go home and get your award, and declare that you were their win. So if that's what you want, feel free. Otherwise, get the fuck away from me.